In order to taste wine, we obviously need some equipment. Glasses being the most important part of that equipment. There are a full range of glasses out there that we can use, and there are some that are more useful than others. The most important glass of all is what we call the International Standards Organization glass. This is a glass that essentially allows a taster to evaluate the wine the most accurately possible. There's enough volume for a small tasting portion. The glass is designed in such a way that there's enough volume in the bowl itself to allow a little bit of mixing of the wine with oxygen to allow the aromas and flavors to be released. But rather than letting the aromas disappear into the air around us, the bowl is shaped in such a way narrow towards the top, so that when we hold the glass to our nose, such as this, the aromas are directed towards our nose and not allowed to escape out the sides. This is critically important. We don't want to make the job of tasting wine difficult on ourselves. We want to make it as easy as possible. And like anything, good tools allow us to do a better job of things. So this is a really great glass. This is the glass that I would highly recommend that you have 6 or 8 or a dozen of in your home in order to evaluate wines, do tasting notes, compare your a range of wines maybe in the same style all at the same time. There are other glasses that you can use. For the hardcore sommelier, for the hardcore taster, we have this glass. Very similar principle. The idea is a wider bowl at the base to allow the mixing of the wine with oxygen and narrowing towards the top. In this case, extremely narrow towards the top. There's absolutely no chance that the aromas in this wine are going to escape out the sides. But in addition to that, you've got these two little punts, the punt at the base and the punt at the side. This is where I pinch the glass with my finger and thumb. So when I'm moving the wine around in the glass, the wine itself is actually crashing up against the side of the glass and is breaking into pieces, as it were. That allows even more of the aromas, whether they're good aromas or bad aromas, to be released from the wine and to be directed towards our nose. These are very hard to find, but if you find them, pay the little extra money, and again, you make the job even easier on yourself, because this is a very, very effective glass for breaking a wine up and letting you evaluate its aromas and ultimately its flavors. In this particular session, we're going to taste a Pinot Noir. A Pinot Noir from Burgundy, actually, from the village of Volnay, a Premier Cru. And if we were choosing a glass for tasting, then we would have chosen one of the 2 aforementioned glasses. If, on the other hand, we're drinking the wine, then we want to enjoy it. We're not evaluating quite as much. We want the wine to be able to express itself in the best possible manner. In this case, we would use a classic Pinot Noir glass. This is a Riedel Vinum Series glass, and it really is designed with the Pinot Noir grape in mind. A nice big round bowl to allow the maximum amount of oxygen to mix with the wine, and then directed towards the nose, but really more than that, designed so that the wine itself, when we put the glass to our mouths, it's directing the wine to the part of our tongues that will most benefit the wine, the Pinot Noir. Some wines have levels of acidity that are different from others. Others have more tannin or more residual sugar. Each glass is designed in such a way that the wine itself is directed to the part of the tongue that maximizes the most attractive parts of the wine. In this case, we have Pinot Noir, light on tannins, medium to high acidity potentially, very delicate but complex fruit flavors and textures that really make the wine hopefully very soothing, mellow, but stimulating to some degree on our tongues.